Colombian mafia race to a crash site where a cargo plane has just been shot down. While the other mobsters take out a huge box from the aircraft, she wakes up and stabs Hector to death. With only one left, she holds him at gunpoint and makes him pull the cargo into their vehicle, then she guns him down. She drives to a secluded area where she buries the cargo and takes the car to a different location, setting it on fire to clear every trace of the incident. Dominique goes to a bar to have some drinks, then she catches the attention of a man named Julio. She gives him a drink, and that night, they make love. She may have fallen for him. By morning, Paulina is seen yelling at Abril to go wash the dishes. Dominique prepares to leave, then Julio wakes up. He asks her how she got here, but she tells him it's a long story. Julio gets a call and has to leave immediately. It turns out that he's a cop, the last thing Dominique wants. She is disappointed and wants him to drop her off in town, but he tells her to wait for a couple of hours, and when he returns, he'll take her himself. Julio stays around his sister, Paulina, and her kids after she lost her husband. He tells her to be comfortable, then leaves the house. Paulina instructs Lucas, her son, to take Dominique to the bathroom. She sees Abril, their grandpa and little sister. While Dominique is heard throwing up in the bathroom, Abril and Lucas are seen fighting over food while their sister and grandpa watch on. Dominique steps out of the bathroom and collapses. Then she has a flashback of an attack that claimed the life of her fiancé, Anatoly. She killed every last one of them. At the police station in town, 3 dead bodies are displayed on the ground, and Officer Chago is seen pulling off the teeth of one of the dead men they found at the crash site. They discover that one of the dead men is Chief Santiago's brother-in-law, Hector. Julio takes a look at all they recovered from the plane, including a foreign book. Paulina calls a doctor who happens to be a friend of the family and also her boyfriend. He tells Dominique that she is dehydrated and that the wound in her head got infected. After a few hours, Julio returns for Abril's birthday party. Dominique joins them. Abril asks Dominique where she comes from and she says Ukraine. Paulina asks Dominique how she got to San Lucas. She lies, saying that she came on vacation and met the man of her dreams who offered to show her around Colombia but wakes up to find herself alone in a hotel. Abril invites Dominique to her birthday party, which is bound to happen tonight. Dominique wants to leave and needs a ride into town, but Julio wants to go back to the police station after getting a call. Paulina offers to take Dominique, and after a couple of minutes they are seen heading into town. Paulina's last child hasn't spoken a single word since her husband died. Paulina and Dominique arrive at a local auto shop where she asks for the price of a white truck and immediately makes part payment, saying she'll pay what's left after the mechanic fixes the head gasket. The police have caught 2 Americans, and while one of the tactical officers interrogates them, Chief Santiago steps in. He introduces himself and reveals to them that one of the men they killed was Hector, his brother-in-law. Julio watches as they force one of the culprits into a bowl of acid, despite so much pleading from the other that they are completely innocent and are unaware of any plane or cargo. That night, while Dominique watches Julio's family celebrate Abril's birthday, she feels the need to have one. Meanwhile, Julio is seen watching a videotape of how the police killed the Americans without proper investigation and prosecution. Abril's boyfriend is in attendance. After the party, Julio drives into town to meet a contact from the Federal Police Department. He discloses the tape to him and explains that the De La Cruz cartel is using the police department as its personal death squad and that Chief Santiago is working for the cartel. Some armed men abducts Julio. He is brought before Santiago, who demands for other copies of the tape, or they'll invade his home and kill every single family member he has. When Santiago refuses to comply, he is beheaded and placed at the entrance of his house for his family to see. Paulina is devastated. Dominique tells Lucas to take his little sister inside. She walks up to the tactical officer, who immediately gets a call, confirming that they have retrieved the laptop. Grandpa opens fires and Dominique is forced to eliminate the policemen. She uses the tactical officer as shield, and when they reload, she guns them down except for one. Dominique gives Julio's head to the grandpa. When Chief Santiago arrives, the policeman who escaped tells him what he saw. She wiped out the entire police crew at the scene like they were nothing. Abril wonders how Dominique killed those men. Santiago is accompanied by Chago to Julio's house. While Dominique leaves their house for good, Abril pleads with her to stay and fight for them, but she refuses. When Abril calls her a cold-hearted woman who has lost her purpose in the world, Dominique miraculously changes her mind and decides to defend the family from the wrath of the cartel. Abril's boyfriend is present. The doctor is intercepted at the roadblock and told to return to the hospital. Abril informs Dominique that Chief Santiago is at the entrance. He had to see her with his own eyes.
You can't save this family.
He proposes a deal, saying that no matter how good she is, she cannot save the family. He wants the laptop and offers to spare them, but she asks him to give them safe passage, and when they are gone, she'll tell him where to find it. Santiago declines her offer and walks away. Trouble is coming. Paulina calls the doctor, and while on the phone, Dominique interferes and tells him that if he wants to see the family again, he must do as she says. In order to help the family get past the roadblocks, Dominique and the doctor agree to use an ambulance to get them out of the area. Abril knows the location they're to meet. 2 hours before dark, they begin to secure the house, blocking every window. Dominique adorns her military uniform and positions high-beam lights on top of the roof in front of the house. As expected, a tactical unit arrives and they have just a little time left. Santiago is present as well as Officer Chago. The team is given instructions by Chago, who tells them that the main threat is Dominique. They are to neutralize her and obtain the laptop. Dominique tells Abril exactly how many clicks she'll hear from her before turning on the lights, and exactly 5 seconds before she turns it off. Paulina's water breaks, and her baby is bound to come out any minute now. Abril's boyfriend is told to secure Abril and prevent anyone from getting to her. The tactical unit have been instructed to take no prisoners. It's time. Dominique hides Paulina and her children inside a small compartment, which she seals off completely. The old man decides to stay and fight for his wheelchair. Units 1 and 2 are in position and Dominique can hear their every move from the radio. They infiltrate the compound while Dominique waits patiently, then boom. Abril turns on the lights, blinding the officers, then the light goes off. Dominique attacks, killing 3 men at once. Paulina's contractions gets more intense. The light comes on again and confusion sets in. More dead policemen. Dominique and Abril repeat this process until Dominique uses the distraction to eliminate more than half of the squad. Paulina finally has her baby, while Dominique continues defending the family from the corrupt cops. Chago sends in another unit into the compound. This time Dominique comes into the house. Chago has lost both units. He pulls out an RPG, but Dominique takes in most of the impact using a TV. Dominique spills hot oil on Chago's face, then engages him in a deadly fight, during which the grandpa is accidentally shot by a stray bullet. The unit break in from the back using C4 while Dominique continues to stall Chago. Grandpa kills Chago, then Dominique unleashes hell on the officers. The family is safe for now. Paulina steps out and introduces her child to her dad, after which the old man dies. By morning, Dominique burns down the house and escapes to the mountains with the family. When they take a break, Dominique watches the video on Julio's laptop and is disappointed. She pulls out a picture of Anatoly and tells Paulina that he's a pilot and a friend. Paulina's little girl speaks after a long time. Santiago gets reports that there's no sign of the family and that a lot of the dead officers are missing their radios. The De La Cruz cartel leader arrives and is disappointed at how the department handled the matter. The doctor arrives with an ambulance and calls out to them. Before they can board the van, the doctor is murdered by a sniper, forcing Dominique to contend with another wave of cartel mobsters. While they exchange bullets, Abril attempts to start the vehicle, but this fails. Dominique continues opening fire at the cartel goons but gets shot in the shoulder. She strives forward and manages to eliminate all. Abril drives off but doesn't get too far when the cartel shows up and opens fire at the van, forcing it to crash just off the road. They destroy the van, killing Paulina and her children. Dominique has failed them. She walks away, very disappointed at herself. They were almost home free. Everything worked right until this moment. Consequently, Dominique exposes the clip on live TV. Santiago runs to the cartel boss asking for protection for his family. Dominique loses herself in the violence. She tracks down the cartel and eliminates every single one of them except Santiago's family. She has avenged the family that cared for her. After killing them, she goes to a priest to ask for forgiveness.